This is a presentation of WLRN Public Television and the Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
A very special group of students with disabilities move towards jobs and careers with Project. Welcome to ClassAct, your window into the world of the Miami-Dade Public School System. Hello, I'm Ed Odell.
I am Grisel Marino, and we are your hosts of ClassAct. Developing job skills in industries with available employment is an area that formerly eluded students with cognitive disabilities. However, that is changing with the Project Bridge, where students find opportunities in the workplace as boundless as their classroom in the great outdoors.
You can tell me what kind of mangroves they are. We remember the 3 types of mangroves? Who remembers the 3 types? What's the red mangrove?
The great outdoors have become Miami-Dade's newest classroom, all part of an innovative pilot program. The goal, to expand job opportunities for mentally challenged students.
And who knows what kind of mangrove trees we're looking at right here?
Known as Project Bridge, it's taking high-functioning students with cognitive disabilities, ages 17 to 22, and giving them hands-on education working in a bayfront setting.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to save the mangroves and start planting some new ones? All of us? Project Bridge? Good job, everybody. Our focus is to try to create job opportunities for these students in an area that's been pretty neglected. We want to teach them marine skills, nature skills, and try to eventually find a job for them in an area that before wasn't available to them.
The job opportunities that can become available, working in a marina setting, cleaning boats, working at a park, understanding the environment that we all live in here and being able to share a passion for that. There's going to be opportunities for these kids.
Great thing that I like to do.
The class is held 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, take place at Shake a Leg, Miami, at the Coconut Grove Marina.
Here, we're outdoors as much as possible, and we're doing lots of different things. We're not just, we study nature and we study science, but the other part of our program is the vocational aspect of it. And Shake a Leg has been a wonderful host to us.
We're using Miami-Dade's largest classroom, Biscayne Bay. So by opening up that as a classroom and explaining that to the kids, they start opening up their minds to what's possible. And so working with the teachers, we're developing curriculums.
I'm a real believer in experiential education, especially for students with disabilities. This program is hands-on, it's meaningful, and it's real. Students are learning to do something that makes sense to them. It's not trying to struggle through another textbook or to copy something else from a board or to work on another ditto. It's meaningful education for them.
And 2 hands on here, and you can turn on the machine. Just back and forth. Here you go.
The 2-year program came about in part through the prompting of parents who were looking for something different for their children with special needs. Miami-Dade offers exceptional education students classes until they're 22, but a traditional classroom setting can be challenging for some students.
We want to make sure that students with disabilities also have choices, and not only for high school, but for what happens really after they've passed that high school age, for our population that's over 18.
Well, Project Bridge is a result of some parents coming to us and saying, we have these developmentally disabled kids, they're not going on to college, we want to help them find a job, but we'd prefer to have them working in an outdoor setting.
One of those parents who was instrumental in developing the program is Greg Bush. As one of the founders of an organization called Nature Links, he says the concept could benefit not only students like his 20-year-old daughter, Paula.
I was convinced then and remain convinced that more and more younger people, whether they're disabled or not, need to learn about the natural world. Where all too many of us are getting cut off from being exposed to the natural world.
Living in a world of video games, television, and computer social networking sites, students spend more time indoors than ever before. Project Bridge makes use of those technologies, but with a twist, to put students in closer touch with Mother Earth.
I have seen in my daughter a fascination with going to Fairchild Tropical Garden and talking about the plants and taking pictures of them and interpreting them in PowerPoints and videos and whatnot. I've seen her out on sailboats gain confidence at the tiller so that she has a sense of mastery, even if rudimentary at this point, of a sailboat.
I like it, what I'm learning here and stuff, and I love sailing.
Paula herself says she hopes to put some of the skills she's learning in Project Bridge to work in her future.
I like to be able to learn about nature and other things so that I could, when I get a job, I could work with animals being a veterinarian assistant.
At the moment, Paula is one of just 5 students in Project Bridge, but the pilot program has room for expansion.
Actually, we have room for another 5 or 6 children, and we're definitely looking to fill those spaces.
We're looking for students that want to be out on the water with boats, with nature, and offering everything that the City of Miami has to offer, not only as a possible career, but also as a consumer, and taking advantage of that just on the weekends.
Teacher Kelly East stresses that not every exceptional ed student is a good candidate for the program, but those who love the great outdoors, the water, and want to work outside, Project Bridge can be a perfect fit.
Well, the first thing we want to have is a desire for both on the children and the parents' part is to get their child into some type of career or some type of vocation. You know, children with disabilities, sometimes their parents feel that maybe they're not up to the task, so we need a commitment, first of all, from the parents that their child is able to go to work, because that's our ultimate goal.
The class generally spends 2 days a week doing hands-on work at Shake-a-Leg, 2 days on field trips out in the community, and 1 day a week in the classroom, all preparing students for adult tasks in the working world.
Today, though, we have Richard who's going to join our class, and he's going to actually tell you how to develop a budget.
To talk about when you have a job and you're living out on your own, what happens when you get the money from your job and then you start spending it.
Speaking of money, the partnerships that make Project Bridge possible also extend to its funding.
The Bridge program is funded in part by Dade County Public Schools, where they fund the teachers, and then we provide all the activities, which we raise money through the private sector to support this.
Those involved say even in the short time it's been operational, it's clear Project Bridge is helping kids connect.
I don't know how to do a kayak or sailing, so now I know how to do it, and I like it.
My main job is to work on the boats.
Oh, the change is dramatic. When we first got the kids, a lot of them were very shy. They were into themselves. I think that by letting them come out here, getting them on the water, taking them out into the community, visiting parks and recreational areas, that we've actually opened them up to be a little bit more aware of their surroundings. I think the fact that the outdoors is just, you know, it has this, not like a healing quality about opening the kids up to their environment.
Project Bridge, currently a pilot program, helps its students gain a sense of independence. As it demonstrates empowerment through education, the expectation is for continued growth and expansion to include additional students and vocational opportunities.